We are back now at 7:42 with an exclusive look at a day in the life of Massachusetts Republican Senator Scott Brown. D.C.'s newest star became an instant celebrity back in January when he won the seat vacated by the late Ted Kennedy. And Today national correspondent Jamie Gangel spent time with him recently. Jamie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt. From his Cosmo centerfold to being spoofed on Saturday Night Live, Scott Brown is getting used to being in the spotlight. So we asked him about his private conversation with Barack Obama, what he really thinks of the Tea Party and Sarah Palin, and if he might run for the White House in 2012.
What are you doing?
Mr. Brown has come to Washington, but insists nothing has changed.
I'm Scott Brown. I'm from Rentham, and I still drive a truck.
An obsessive triathlete, he still gets up early and runs, still picks up his own laundry.
I'm down to my last shirt.
And yes, he still drives that famous green pickup truck. Was there any special meaning in bringing the pickup truck to Washington?
That's the only vehicle I have. I mean, this isn't a joke. I mean, I have 205,000 miles. I've had it for 5 years, and this is my vehicle. I mean, I live in it, I sleep in it, I eat in it. It's trashed.
It's all part of the regular guy image.
Sesame bagel toasted.
That helped the 50-year-old lawyer win a shocking upset victory.
This is the people's seat!
A victory he still can't quite believe.
When I got out of the car, I'm like, whoa, okay. Is there a bathroom I can go throw up?
I don't think it took 24 hours for someone to ask you, would you ever consider running for the White House? And so?
I've been here, it's 3 months actually today, if I can see. And I'm very focused on doing my job.
So are you ruling it out completely for 2012, but
yes,
maybe someday?
No, absolutely 2012, I'm ruling it out.
But maybe someday.
I'm not even going to jump at that. Nice try.
Your claim to fame as 41 was because you were going to vote against health care. In the end, Obama won, you lost. Were you angry about that vote?
First of all, I think that's an improper characterization. Obama won and I lost. I think bottom line is there's some very serious problems with the bill. No, I wasn't angry. I'm concerned for businesses in my state and throughout this country. I'm concerned about getting a good product if we're going to do it. We did it in Massachusetts. If we're going to do it, let's do it right, not just ram it through.
And the new star of the Republican Party is enjoying his celebrity status. From Jay Leno
Scott, how you doing?
to a Boston musical,
It's the people's seat.
to being spoofed on Saturday Night Live.
Wait a second, are you?
Senator Scott Brown, but you can call me Scott.
I will, Scott.
Have you run into Nancy Pelosi or Barbara Boxer?
I did run into Barbara, and I said, have you seen the Saturday Night Live thing? And she said, no, I didn't see it. I'm like, I'm saying to myself, I bet she did. I haven't run into the speaker, Barney Frank. I didn't really want to ask him.
You didn't wink at him when you saw him?
Well, I think about it all the time. I think about going up to everybody and going.
It helps to have a self-deprecating sense of humor, especially when you worked your way through law school as a male model, and who can forget his Cosmo centerfold. It also helps to have a family used to being in the spotlight.
Hi, I'm Ariana. I'm Ayla.
That's exactly. His wife, Gail, is a television reporter. Their daughter, Ayla, an American Idol finalist. And for the record, all is forgiven for this election night gaffe.
And just in case anybody who's watching throughout the country, yes, they're both available. No.
There's a picture over there. Your daughter with her hands.
It's probably before she was about to put them around my neck. She's like, Dad, what, are you kidding me?
Did you get in trouble at home over that? No.
They just, we still kid about it. Like they'll say something and say, hey, I'll get on national TV and say you're available again, so you better watch it.
But it hasn't been so easy. You crossed party lines. You voted on the jobs bill with the Democrats, on unemployment insurance.
Whether I'm out of step with the Republican Party, whatever. I don't really care. I'm going to be the independent person and voter I've always been.
But Brown was recently criticized for not attending a Tea Party rally with Sarah Palin.
Massachusetts, do you love your freedom?
He says the Senate was in session and it was not a snub. That said, Brown revealed he's supporting another Republican in 2012.
Do you think Sarah Palin is qualified to be president?
Yeah, I think she's qualified, sure.
Would you support her?
Well, I'm going to support Governor Romney, and I'm going to see who's out there in the field and then make my decision.
As for the current White House occupant, so far Scott Brown hasn't met him. Just a phone call on election night.
He made fun of your truck.
He did, if I go. He can make fun of my votes and my policy, but when he makes fun of my truck, that's where I draw the line. So I asked him if he wanted me to bring the truck by the White House, take a spin, and I also said, I know you play a lot of basketball. If you'd like to, my daughter and I would love to play.
So far, no invitation.
I've made a couple of inquiries, so I think I need to step back and not make it competitive.
Maybe when he needs a vote.
Maybe when he needs somebody who can shoot.
That basketball game could come sooner rather than later, Matt. President Obama called Senator Brown from Air Force One this week to lobby on immigration and the financial reform bill. The White House sees him as a crucial vote. Matt?
Let's talk about the not-so-distant future for a second, Jamie. He's up for re-election in just 2 years, and there is talk, I understand, about him perhaps facing off against a familiar face.
That's true, and it's the first person he called election night was Vicki Kennedy, Ted Kennedy's wife, and Vicki is not ruling out running against him in 2012.
All right.
So we'll see.
Stay tuned. Jamie, great. Thanks very much.
Thank you.